Ever stared at a white screen of death on your WordPress site and wondered what went wrong? Well, you're not alone. WordPress, while an incredibly powerful and versatile platform, can sometimes throw us curveballs that leave us scratching our heads. From the dreaded white screen of death to plugin conflicts, broken links, slow loading speeds, and even security vulnerabilities, these issues can be a real hassle. But fear not, with a bit of troubleshooting and some handy tools, these problems can usually be resolved fairly quickly. We'll be exploring some of the most common WordPress issues, their potential causes, and how to fix them. Understanding these problems will not only help you troubleshoot more effectively, but also prevent these issues from recurring in the future. So, whether you're a seasoned WordPress veteran or a complete newbie, there's something to learn here. Let's troubleshoot these WordPress problems together and get your site back on track. First up, let's tackle the infamous white screen of death. This is a common WordPress issue where your website displays nothing but a blank white screen. It can be a heart-dropping moment for any website owner, but fear not, it's usually something that can be fixed quite quickly. The white screen of death can be caused by several things. It could be a plugin conflict, where two or more plugins are not playing nice together, or it could be due to corrupt theme files. The good news is that both of these issues are fixable. So how do we go about troubleshooting this? Well, the first step is to deactivate your plugins. Sometimes a plugin might go rogue and cause conflicts with other parts of your site. We can deactivate plugins through the WordPress dashboard, but if you can't access your dashboard because of the white screen, don't worry. You can also use FTP, File Transfer Protocol, or even make changes directly in the database to deactivate the plugins. Next, you'll want to check your theme files. If a theme file has been corrupted, it can cause the white screen. If you suspect this is the case, you might need to revert to a default theme temporarily until you can fix the problem. Another possible cause of the white screen of death is a lack of PHP memory. WordPress needs enough memory to run smoothly. If it's running out, you can adjust the PHP memory limit in your hosting configuration. Finally, don't forget to enable debug mode. WordPress has a built-in debug mode that creates an error log. This log can be incredibly helpful as it can pinpoint the source of the problem. With these steps, the white screen should no longer haunt your website. Remember, troubleshooting is part art, part science. It can take a bit of patience and persistence, but with a systematic approach, you can overcome the white screen of death. Keep calm, carry on, and happy troubleshooting. Moving on, let's talk about those pesky plugin conflicts. Imagine a bustling city with cars, bikes, and pedestrians all trying to get to their destinations. It's organized chaos, right? Now, think of your WordPress site as that city, and plugins as the vehicles. When everything runs smoothly, it's a sight to behold. But when a plugin conflict occurs, it's like a traffic jam disrupting the flow. So what exactly is a plugin conflict? It's when two or more plugins or a plugin and a theme don't play well together. This can cause parts of your website to stop functioning properly, or even cause the dreaded white screen of death. Identifying a plugin conflict can feel like finding a needle in a haystack, but fear not. Here's a simple way to do it. First, deactivate all your plugins. If the problem disappears, it's likely a plugin conflict. To pinpoint the culprit, reactivate your plugins one by one and check your site after each reactivation. When the issue reappears, you've found your problem plugin. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds tedious. Well, there's an easier way. The Health Check and Troubleshooting plugin can help identify plugin conflicts without affecting your users. It's like having your own WordPress detective. Resolving a plugin conflict typically involves updating, replacing, or removing the offending plugin. It's always a good idea to reach out to the plugin developer for help. They can often provide insights or fixes. To minimize the risk of plugin conflicts, follow these best practices. First, limit the number of active plugins. Each plugin is like a new ingredient in a recipe. Too many and the dish might not turn out right. Second, keep your plugins updated. Updates often include compatibility fixes and improvements. It's like keeping your vehicles well-maintained for smooth traffic flow. Remember, a well-maintained plugin environment is a happy plugin environment. So keep your WordPress city flowing smoothly by managing your plugins wisely. Next on our list, broken links and the dreaded 404 errors. Now, these may sound like technical jargon, but they're simply website issues that can affect both user experience and your site's search engine optimization. Broken links occur when the destination page of a link has been moved or deleted and the link hasn't been updated. This leaves your visitors clicking on a link that leads to nowhere, which can be quite frustrating. 404 errors, on the other hand, are specific types of broken links, where the server sends a message saying it can't find the requested page. This usually happens when a page has been deleted without setting up a redirect to a new page. Now let's talk about how to fix these issues. Firstly, there's a useful tool called the Broken Link Checker plugin. This nifty plugin scans your entire website for broken links, making your life a lot easier. Once it identifies any broken links, you can fix them right from the plugin's dashboard. However, if you prefer a more hands-on approach, or if your site is relatively small, you can manually check your links. Simply click on them and see if they lead to the correct pages. If you do find broken links that lead to 404 errors, you'll want to set up what's called a 301 redirect. This is a permanent redirect that guides both your visitors and search engines from the old URL to the new one. Lastly, consider creating a custom 404 page. Instead of showing your visitors an impersonal error message, a custom 404 page can maintain your site's branding and guide your visitors back to other parts of your website. So, broken links and 404 errors may seem intimidating, but with the right tools and a bit of patience, they can be easily fixed. Remember, a well-maintained website not only pleases your visitors, but also search engines, helping your site rank better. With these steps, your visitors should always find what they're looking for. Let's move on to a crucial issue: slow loading speed. It's the unseen saboteur that can cripple your website's user experience and search engine ranking. A few extra seconds of load time can cause visitors to abandon your site, never to return. So how do we combat this invisible foe? First, we need to understand the common culprits. Large, unoptimized images are often the main offenders. They look great, but they're like boulders in the path of your website's speed. The solution? Image compression and optimization tools. They shrink those boulders to pebbles without sacrificing quality. But what about the data that needs to travel back and forth to make your site function? That's where caching comes in. Caching plugins store parts of your site so they can be quickly served up to visitors. It's like having a fast food combo ready to go instead of cooking each burger to order. Next, consider a content delivery network, or CDN. A CDN stores your site's data on servers around the world, so it's closer to your visitors. It's like having your fast food chain in every city, so no one's waiting for their meal to cross continents. Now that we've talked solutions, let's talk diagnosis. Google PageSpeed Insights is a free tool that analyzes your site's speed and gives you a to-do list for improvements. It's like a speed doctor for your site. And WP Rocket is a WordPress plugin that can implement caching and other performance optimizations, giving your site a much-needed boost. Remember, every second count. Your visitors have a need for speed, and meeting that need can mean the difference between a thriving website and a digital ghost town. Speed is key in a digital world, and these steps should help your website keep up. Finally, let's discuss a vital aspect: security vulnerabilities. In the digital landscape, safeguarding your website from potential threats is paramount. Now, you might be wondering, what are these threats we're talking about? Firstly, outdated software is a common vulnerability. Running an old version of WordPress, or outdated themes and plugins, can leave your site exposed to attacks. So always keep your software up to date. Secondly, weak passwords are like low-hanging fruit for hackers. The remedy? Use strong, unique passwords for your WordPress login and other accounts. Consider using a password manager to generate and store these for you. Lastly, don't forget about security plugins. They can act as your website's security guard, blocking malicious attacks and monitoring for suspicious activity. So, in essence, it's all about staying updated, staying strong with your passwords, and staying vigilant with security plugins. Remember, a secure website is a trusted website. That wraps up our guide to troubleshooting common WordPress issues. We've explored solutions to the dreaded white screen of death, plugin conflicts, broken links, slow loading speed, and security vulnerabilities. Remember, keeping your website updated, limiting active plugins, and using strong passwords are just a few ways to keep your WordPress site running smoothly. With these solutions in your toolbox, you're well equipped to handle any WordPress issue that comes your way. Thanks for watching.